Well, be patient. I'm going to show you something. I broke my own rule. I promised that nothing would go in the house until the painting was done. But I had the guys bring in massive volumes of boxes. Getting ready to paint some more. Yeah, I got some new appliances, yay. The kitchen's a piece of shit. Here's why. Oh look, brand new roof on the trailer. It's 24 hours old. See that? New skylights and everything. Because it's going to rain like a son of a gun coming up here. This is called monsoon season. I had a short little primer on that the other day. Here you go. This is why I had them drag all those boxes in. Because now I can use my shop. I can't use my house yet, but I could put up with that for 6 months. But I've gone, what, 7 weeks without being able to use this garage as a shop? And I'm done with that. Ta-da, baby. The shop is reborn. The CNC's not hooked up yet, but it will be. That's, there's the cabinet, there's the machine, it's upside down. Here's a lathe with crap stacked on it. Here's the tools. So, anyway, the shop is now back where it's supposed to be. And here's all the storage I made and conjured up. We swept the floor, and the transmission in this old girl, 5-speed manual, first and second are extremely, it's not a synchro thing, it doesn't grind. Well, once in a great while, but normally it's real smooth. Now it shifts real hard between 1 and 2. So the training has to come out. So this just got pulled in for the first time ever today. And I don't have ramps because I squashed them with my 3-ton Dodge. God dang it. So as soon as I can get ramps, I can put this girl on top and, you know, jack up the rear end with a jack and put it all in jack stands and pull the transmission out. And then, I don't know, find a bench to work on it on. There's a bench. Oh, look, it's full of crap. Anyway, so this is our first iteration of the garage. Yeah, that looks like a cluster because it is, but it's better to cluster it vertically than anything else I can think of. So, there it is. The shop is reborn. It is alive. Mikey's very happy. Oh, full redneck mode. I now have a cement mixer. One of the guys brought over a power tool. Where is it? This thing's horribly obnoxious. Watch this. Oh my God. It's a paint scraper. Because I'm going to have him keep scraping this paint. And then we got some triple thick primer to put on it. And then eventually I'll shoot it with the airless. But anyway, here's a redneck living room. Full of chairs. That's what I call it. It's my redneck living room. Better than the one in the house. Anyway, I got a couple of hooks. Maybe I should hang those bikes from something somewhere up here, out of the way. I'm not sure where right now, because man, I'm using as much volumetric efficiency as I know how. We pulled the top off this giant crate today, because I said, oh yeah, I've got 4 or 5 extension cords, because he needs long cords to run that paint scraper around the building. Yeah, there was one 25-footer in there. So maybe it's in this one. The old Max Wedge crate. See? Last time it was shipped to the Nationals was September of 2003. The Nationals, yeah. So anyway, maybe it's stacked in that thing. So yay, yeah, it's a little busy on top. These make great benches. That one would make a great bench to rebuild the transmission on top of. Cover it with a sheet of plastic for all the oil and stuff. Wow. Because this has got a transaxle, but it's itty bitty. It's got a 1 liter, so it's probably the size of a motorcycle. But anyway, that might be a good rolling bench. See, we put casters on everything, and before I moved, and rolling these monsters around. That thing's got to be 1,200 pounds full. It's got to be. That crate came off of Craigslist. It was I don't know what I paid the guy, 20 or 30 bucks. We added the casters, and the only thing I needed to add was a piece of plywood on the end. And then we found these brackets that held it together very nicely. And there's brackets on the inside, on this edge, on the all the way around the bottom. And this thing, this old particle board, obviously this thing spent a lot of years outside. Worked like a champ. Never cracked, creaked, moaned, or groaned. Put a hell of a stress on that Penske truck, but anyway, here is the first iteration of the garage. I would love to have this half cleaned out, because when this thing gets running, I need all of 13 feet in length to park that car. It would fit here. See that line on the ground where that bike tire is? It would fit there easy. So, not sure where I'm going to put all this stuff. Some of it's going to go in the house eventually, but you know, eventually I'm supposed to have the house done. Yeah, keep dreaming, Mike. I'll get the garage done long beforehand, because as any of you who know me have heard me say, all I need is a bathroom and a shop. That's all I need. Well, there's my portable bathroom, and there's my shop. So am I done? Is that it? If I had any sanity, it wouldn't be, but I need to get some work done. Oh, and I ordered some prospecting equipment today. So that's in that box right there. I'll have to pair that open, and sometime tomorrow or Saturday, I'm going to get a dry washer. And that dirt right there came... Oh, look at the lizard. Woohoo! Yeah, it's one of my roommates. He doesn't eat much. Kind of a picky eater. Down there, let's see, where's the dry wash? Right here. And there's culvert pipes going into my driveway. They say, oh yeah, sometimes you find gold in the culvert pipes. So when the guy gets done making me this, he makes them himself in his garage. The dry washer, I'm gonna run that material. I brought it up here so it would dry out. That was a cool thing about having this leftover underlayment. It's great for projects. Like when I do the transmission, I could take a chunk of that, stretch it over, staple it along this thing, and have a great temporary bench for working on the transmission. I mean, you know, there's all kinds of things. So, did a little sorting of the fines and the gold in this thing the other day, and it rusted it, but it's steel. It's supposed to rust. So anyway, that's where we're at. It's kind of a mess, but it's a hell of a lot less messy than it was, you know, 4 hours ago. And this place was, yeah, that really does look shitty, doesn't it? Well, you got to know perspective, which you guys don't, because I didn't shoot the video before we started. But now a lot of that stuff out there is supposed to go in this cabinet. This is the machining cabinet, although it took some damage while moving, so I got to hammer that. It's fairly thin metal, so it won't be too bad. And that's what I'm going to shoot the house and the garage with. So anyway, it's alive, man. I can walk in it. There's not, they call them goat heads. Does anybody out there know what a goat head is? It's horrible. There are these stickers that stick out. They probably have a 1/2 inch thorn on them that sticks out in every possible direction, and man, they will cause you to bleed. I had been bleeding today, and we swept a bunch of those out from behind here before we moved the solar panels in there and all that shit. Guy says, one of the guys helping me, he's ready to buy one, and he knows somebody else that is. I just got to get him the grid tie inverters, and they can literally plug it into their house. Boom, just like that. So I could sell 2 of them right now, but I didn't have access to them till about 2 hours ago. They were buried back here behind my mattress and everything, which we hauled in the house. So I broke my rule. I said, the house stays empty so I can spray it and everything. And I just got sick of it. I've been here, what, 7 weeks? I'm sick and tired of not being able to use my shop. I'm sick of it. Okay, so the house takes me 6 months to get ready. Fine. You know, it took me 3 months to do the condo. So there you go. I love it. I need to make a rack for wood and stuff because it needs to be out of here. But let me show you my rack. There's my materials rack. Yeah. Shade structure works like a charm. You can get these at, where did I get them? Ace or True Value, I forget. 17 bucks for each 10 by 10 piece. And as you can tell, it's rated at up to 80%, but when the sun is even at the slightest angle, it looks like it's 90 or 100. So you can see how dark that is. Man, I'm thrilled. Stay out of the sun a little bit, you know. And then the rest of my Burning Man shade structure is covering the trailer. Keeps it a little cooler. Brand new roof, everything's sealed. In fact, I don't know if we broke the air conditioner, but the inside of the trailer gets a lot colder. Last night I froze, but the evening wasn't that cool. So I was like, what happened? Well, maybe it's because everything's done and it's more efficient as a box. Kind of ugly, but I found the pressure washer takes a lot of that black streaking off, which came from the old roof. So I'll clean this thing up. It'll look a lot better. Anyway, sorry it's getting old for you guys, but not for me. Oh, the garage door opener. Okay. So it works, but without the electric eyes installed that are supposed to go down here on each side, I ordered a pair of them. I didn't have a P.O. box yet, so they got sent back because they won't deliver to the house. Then I ordered them again. They sent me the wrong item. So they just wrote me some very odd email that I didn't quite understand, so I'm going to have to write them back and get a clarification. But as soon as I get those eyes, oh no, I'm not installing them there. We got no 2-year-olds here. Putting them up there, and you aim the eyes at each other, duct tape it together, and put it right behind this stupid thing, and then it'll work. Now, I can get the garage door electrically all the way down. You just have to hold the button the whole time till it comes down and stops. But as soon as I get the electric eye on there, the new gears and stuff in that thing are working fine. It's just that you can tell the garage door has been abused thoroughly. So, see if I can get some new panels for them and drop them in. It's just kind of a mechanical operation. It's not a big deal, but I want it to be insulated, the back side here. These have channels for insulation. These are insulated. I forget the R value. It's listed on there somewhere. But it's low. It's like 4 or 3 or something. But you can add more to it. They have kits for it at the hardware stores. And that'll matter when the weather changes to hell. Because we're at 3,500 feet. And it can get, you know, it can bounce into the 20s regularly. The good news is we got a ton of sunshine. This is a very sunny place. The skies are clear. We're at 3,500 feet, so we get, you know, not much in the way of the sun's rays. So as soon as I get off my butt and get these solar panels installed, oh, that's right, I'm missing my my inverters. We haven't found them yet. I have no idea which box they're in. They're in an odd box, odd shape, odd color. Still don't know where it is. Maybe it's that box on the shelf right there. Could only be that lucky. But as soon as I get them, I'll stack some on the deck over here. And in fact, I'll show you. Since I'm wasting your time, I'll waste some more of it. So here's the deck and the terracing. Wouldn't that be slick to have a big old staircase coming down and another lower deck and all? Wouldn't that be slick? Anyway, so right behind the lounge chair where I sit and get a tan in the moonlight, right against the walls of the house, would be perfect right into the sun for many hours. I could put about 4 or 5 panels there and just tie them down with some ropes so they don't blow away and wire them in and fight the electricity bill, you know? So their water here is very expensive. The minimum it can be every month is $35 per month, no matter how little you use. Now you can put a tank in and do the water haul thing and all that. You can do all that. Anyway, it's a long story as to why, but everybody's going through the same thing. So, oh, the wind's picking up. So, anyway, there we go. Gonna sit here and enjoy it for a few minutes and relish all the hard work. And we'll see what happens. Thanks. See you. Bye.